Now, for those of you who don't know what Pinterest is, I will show you. This.
That's Pinterest?
This is Pinterest. What Pinterest is, okay, this is my board, my whole board.
Profile.
My profile, thank you. And each one of these is its own bulletin board. Think of it like a bulletin board with pictures pinned up. And what is pinned are bookmarks. They're visual bookmarks. And if you click on them, they take you to the web page that they came from. I'm a visual person. I love this. Plus, I can group them. So I have this forward. That's what that address there is. That's for this folder here. I have all sorts of things. So if you clicked on this, which we're going to talk about in a minute, it would take you to that infographic where you could see it nice and clear and see everything that's on it. Now, not all of them have accurate links. I'm trying to go back. There is potential for spam through this and people sending you to bad links. I try to be very careful about that. And then I go back and try to find the original source. So if it's been there a long time, the closer to the bottom it is, the longer it's been there. Then, yeah.
Okay.
Yes?
You control this board, right? You
I control
put
this.
links on.
Me alone.
Right.
Yes.
So how does spam get in?
The creator, whoever, if I repin somebody's link, which almost all of these are repins, because I browse and look for things and get them from other people, because I don't always know where to look for stuff. But they may not be good links. But I do check them before I pin them. They just may not be the original source.
Yeah.
And I'm big on copyright. I like original sources. Okay. Now you can have other people pinning to your boards. I have one here of Paw and Whisker, and I have other people that can post to this as well.
Oh, that's cute.
Sometimes you just need something fuzzy. So, how can we use this for PD?
And the
There is actually. This is one of the biggest growing social media things going on right now. Pinterest is huge, and especially around women, teens, and older. Primarily for crafts and recipes, and if you're trying to plan something. But this is a folder that I started, Caring for Others. You find a lot of ideas of how to take care of people, how to do little things to build those relationships. So as I find things that I think are really cool, then I pin it so I don't forget, because I'm forgetful. You know, if somebody's sick, you can put together a care package for them.
My son actually a company in California purchased his Pinterest page for $4,000.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah, marketing is really starting to come in. This is still relatively new. So it hasn't been abused badly yet. It will come. But for right now, it's wonderful and it's very simple to use.
It's a way of sharing your passions.
Yeah, it really is. You know.
So people come to your Pinterest site and just
Oh
to
yeah,
look around?
random strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is not a privacy. You can't set privacy, except you get 6 boards that are secret. They're just for you. Nobody else can see what you put on there. And they did that at Christmas time so that people could do Christmas presents and stuff. But otherwise, all of it's public. And it's all stuff from around the web. You can upload personal pictures if you want to, but I only do like my knitting projects. I wouldn't put my own pictures up there. You know, this is public stuff.
It's not a photo sharing site, really.
No, it's not like Instagram or something like that.
So
Okay.
how does it help with PD?
Well, for me, I use it to keep track of things so that I can bless others.
Okay, so it's mostly that, in that aspect, it's for you.
It's
not
for me,
So much at your
right? It's not
PD for
not for
community.
them,
Okay.
but it, you know, if you're looking for ideas, it's a good way to search. for
But
things.
if your passion is language documentation and you want to share just all the articles you find on the web about language documentation and why language matters, I mean, you could have a why language matters
you
board.
really can,
And
or
you
a
could
travel
just,
one, or
and it's a way to promote what you're passionate about related to your role.
right.
I have an archiving one, just of archives and archivists.
Yep.
And other people who are interested come in and repin. I go to other boards and repin their work. I mean, it's just a way of sharing information with people who also share your interest.
Right. And like, I have mine for work. It's helping you guys.
But
hopefully.
one of the reasons I see it is as a means of being able, I could point my partners to it and say, you want to know about archives, which is something that not a lot of people know about. Here's a bunch of articles about what archivists do.
And they have to have a picture for you to be able to pin them.
Yes.
Okay.
So there is visual things to go with what you're talking about, which is helpful in your case, especially.
Yes.
Archiving is not something you normally have pretty pictures that come up with.
Does it tell you if you've already pinned something?
It does. It does now. Yes. It didn't used to. And then as people are repinning things, see, I have people who started following me.
Including
Thank
me.
you. You just made my day. Okay, this is the site I'm the most popular on, by the way. I'm not popular anywhere else, but here I really am. You know, and people, it just tells me people like this or this or this. They repinned it or they liked it. You can just put a little heart and they like it. You know. So
This is for real web surfers.
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like it, don't.
Yeah, that's
And you can waste a lot of time there.
A lot of it
Well, you
I
could
get
waste a
from
lot of
following
time
other
doing
people's
a lot of
boards.
things.
But the other thing too with Pinterest is you can put a little,
Well, I don't have one set
see that
up
little
for
P
yet,
there?
but I might do that.
As I'm browsing websites that I'm visiting, if I highlight the title of it and click on that, it'll open a way for me to pin it directly to my board. I don't ever have to go on Pinterest to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
as I'm finding things for work, that's what I do. You know.
I like
So
that
often
towel.
if you're on Facebook and somebody puts an article that would fit on your board, you can click on the article, read it, and then you can pin it to your board.
Mhm.
Or you can pin it to your board to read it later.
Yep.
as opposed to putting it on your timeline.
Right.
It's a different
So
place to put it.
So say you don't like Facebook, you can do this. You can have a whole folder full of Wickless videos and their, you know, their stories, and you could send people to that link and they can go and browse. Or you could send them to the original links. But if you have a collection of stuff that's related to what you're doing,
Yeah.
then it's more focused.
You could also put the links on your website, but they won't have the picture with it. It'll just be a URL,
right.
and it's like.
The pictures are enticing.
Yeah.
They really are.